Yes fans, Robin here. I'm going to do a quick deck rundown for you. This is my Ironskulls, Ironskulls deck. I'm playing Pete. Pete's going to be playing Blood Reavers in the upcoming game. I have made this tailored a little bit. I've tried not to tailor it too much because you know you're not always going to get that option, so you want to see decks that are generally quite good. This is tailored slightly to Reavers. I don't think it would do so well against smaller armies. Maybe it would. Anyway, here is my Garrek Ironskulls deck, and see what you think. So this is going to be an offensive deck, so I'm going to start off with There's More of Us. Score this in an end phase if you have more fighters on the battlefield than your opponent. I'm hopeful that I can pull that off. Okay, the next card is Call of the War. Score this immediately if 3 or more of your fighters made a charge action this phase. So again, I'm going to be hoping to charge in and knock out the opponent. Ploymaster. Now I quite like Ploymaster. It's one you can control whether you get to deliver it or not. It doesn't matter what's going on the battlefield. If you can get some ploys out, you can get a glory. Could be all important. Get to boss. Score this in end phase if your warband took an enemy leader out of action in the preceding action phase. Again, I should be going after the leader. I can make that a focus with Get the Boss. Biggest and the best. Score this in an end phase if your leader took an enemy fighter out of action in the preceding action phase. Again, Gerzak's going to be getting in there in the mix. I'm hoping he can take somebody out. That's my aim anyway. Divide and Conquer. Again, I think this is a useful card in a sort of combative deck. I'm going to be crossing the line into the opponent's half. I'm pretty sure Pete will be coming looking for objectives in mine, especially if I get the 3 objectives. So that's my aim there. With that one, it's quite a good sort of extra card you can hopefully score without doing too much. Punch Up. Score this in an end phase if each of your surviving fighters at least 2 made an attack action. Definitely be hoping for that. And Brawl as well, getting my figures adjacent to Pete's. I will be hoping to score Brawl. Again, with the combative Orc deck, that's pretty likely, I think. Victorious Duel. Score this immediately, so it's another immediately card. I do like the immediately cards. If your leader takes an enemy leader out of action. So again, Gerzak will be hunting down Garrek. Contained. And now Pete got me with the Contained denial double up this in the last game, and I'm going to try and do the same to him. So that's going to be my focus. Keep the frontage narrow and keep him out of my half, and try and win Contained and Denial. So they're the ones where you keep your opponent out of your half or keep them in their half. So we'll see how we go with that. That's the plan. Probably go horribly wrong. Pete will be looking for it, and I'll be looking at it for his case. So well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Supremacy. Score this in an end phase. Now this is my controversial card. I wasn't awash with options, I don't think, for an Orc deck. I wasn't sure what to have. And I thought, well, okay, let's try this. It's a bit left field, and it might be a terrible mistake. But Supremacy. Score this in an end phase if you hold 3 or more objectives. It's not an objective deck at all. But if things are going really badly, if Pete's overrun me, I reckon, I hope, I can sneak Supremacy without Pete really realising what I'm doing. He won't be looking for it, I don't think, because the deck's so offensive. And I might just at the end, or even in the middle, sneak a bit of Supremacy when he's not looking. That's my aim. It's probably a terrible aim, but we'll see what happens. So now we'll move on to the ploys. So I've gone for more choppings, combative deck, want to try and get through his figures as quickly as possible, his heroes as quickly as possible, so more chopping, extra attack action, sorry, extra dice in the next first attack action. Mighty Swing, if Pete tries to get some assists on me, then I can line up Mighty Swing and do an extra attack on all people around me. Gorkamorka's Blessing as extra damage. So all these things are very much centred on destroying Pete's heroes. Brutal but Cunning and Cunning but Brutal, 2 of my favourite cards. Basically allowing you to move and get extra either attack and then do an extra move, or do a move and then get an extra attack without charging. So I do really like those cards. I think they're vital for Orcs. I'm also a big fan of Healing Potion. I want to have more figures left on the board than he has at the end, so Healing Potion is what I'm going to go for. Now here's some ability. Sprint. If I can hang on to this card, if I can get it to the last turn, it's going to help me get Supremacy, I hope. Distraction. Choose an enemy fighter and push them 1 hex. Again, all about keeping Pete out of my half. Sidestep. Helping me helping me to my aims of getting closer to Pete, or possibly sneaking that objective right at the end of the game. We'll see. Confusion, switching players, again very helpful for manoeuvrability. Headlong rush. This fighter attack action is going knockback 1 in a phase when they make a charge action. So I will be probably sitting Basher towards the back and hoping to get this on him. So if Pete does come forward, I can use Basher to knock him backwards. That's my plan. Hopefully it'll work. Great fortitude, +1 wounds, always useful for keeping those orcs alive. Wow! Basically +1 damage when they make a charge action. Brutal swing, bone cutter. I kind of feel like you've got to have this for bone cutter. So I'm not a fan of the restricted cards, but bone cutter targets all adjacent enemy fighters. That's bone cutter is the one I'm going to be hoping to get into the mix against Pete's. Sort of when he's trying to get assists, I'm going to try and bring bone cutter in to sweep them out. Shade glass darts, not a critical hit. This attack action has +1 damage. I've put this in really for the ability to knock people back from far away. How it'll work I don't know, but that's my plan. I can keep shooting people and hopefully knock Pete out of my zone. We'll see how that goes. Helpful whispers, good card for the orcs. This fighter has no adjacent friendly fighters. Rolls of single assists are successes when they make an attack action. Really useful for orcs. Orcs are likely to be surrounded and on their own. Low blow. This one's good for the weaker orcs. Both swords and hammers are successes for this attack action, so that's pretty good for the weaker orcs, because although only 1 damage, they're more likely to hit. And again, it's more about knocking Pete out as much as anything else. +1 speed, again helping me move around the board a little bit quicker. Great strength, extra damage again, and demonic weapon. Each time this fighter makes an attack action, they first suffer 1 damage. Worth having for the inspiration, I think, in an orc deck. So that's my deck. So we'll basically be trying to smash Pete off the board. I haven't gone for annihilation. I feel that trying to kill all of his troops with such low manoeuvrability might be tricky. So I didn't go for it. I might regret that. But if I can contain him, if I can annihilate him, I will have contained and denied him. So I'm hoping that will pay off anyway. And I've got an extra 5 glory. So I'm hoping that I don't need annihilation in there. So that's my deck. We'll test it out, see how it goes. I hope you found that useful or interesting. I know quite a few of you got some views on what should go in decks and things. So do let me know if there's anything you would put in, and what you think, and then hopefully you'll see this battle rep fairly soon. So thanks for watching, and as usual, do like if you liked it, and do subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.